The Bunker Project, podcast episode number 57.
Okay, I believe you.
And welcome back to another episode of The Bunker Project. We're live to hard drive here in Vancouver at the Den in the Barclay Hotel, and it's Social Media Week here in Vancouver.
And we got dancing girls
And
in the
internationally.
background. Holy cow. I mean, this is like a multimedia experience here tonight. It's like two blondes. We got two sexy blondes in the background doing this hula dance thing. It's awesome. If only we had cameras, you guys would be really impressed.
So it's Social Media Week here in Vancouver and in other cities across the world.
The globe.
And we had Shane Gibson on, what was it, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Yeah,
And then you did
probably
a
by now. Yeah.
special report where he talked about what's going on this week. And you've been out doing some interviews with people all across the different venues for the past couple of days.
Oh, yeah, I've been special reporting like crazy. It's been nuts. This week has been... hey, let me get on my mic. Hi there. Yeah, pretty crazy. I went out like Monday, 9 a.m. They had their first... Bonnie, what was that called?
Blogging.
No. But it was a symposium. What was the word for it? It was they had like the blogging
It was
Summit.
called
The summit.
the blogging.
summit.
Yes, the
Thank you. Well
Blogging
done.
Summit.
We have a linguist in here for
One
my
word. Second word.
It's always-
brain freezes.
It's always good to have a linguist.
Exactly. So yeah,
Let's do a roundtable introduction.
let's
before we get
do
started.
rectangle tables just to be different.
Let's do a rectangular introduction
Okay,
series.
we're gonna start with Bonnie, our Twitter maven.
Bonnie Sainsbury, Left Brain Media, Twitter Maven, Google Plus Maven,
Professional smiler.
Professional Smiler.
Yeah.
Do you like my new smile?
Yeah, it's awesome. She had a smile makeover.
And Speaker. I spoke 3 times last week.
Really? Well, there you
At
go.
what events?
They were small events for mostly for groups, mentorship groups.
Oh, cool.
So 2 of them I talked about social media in general, and the third one I talked about Google Plus.
Excellent.
Very nice. And then we've got the that T-shirt. What would you say when you came in?
I'm the Wicked Wicks of the West.
That's it. That's awesome. And people that don't know that Wix is our sponsor. Awesome.com. You go to Wix.com and whip yourself up a free website.
So I whipped one up, and I went to their critique meetup where they were.
That was good.
Yeah,
Blood
it was
on
very
the
good.
wall.
It was Owen Clark was there as well. Both of our websites got critiqued pretty well. But then I was on a Google Plus Hangout with James, the Twisted Magic gaming maven,
Yeah, he's coming in for the second.
and I showed him both versions, and he said, "Dude, your old one's better."
harsh.
Come on, we had some good ideas.
Now
So back to
that's
the
a
drawing
critique.
No, I told him. I said, "I got to stress this is under construction, so it's still a work in progress."
When
So-
it's in the middle, it's a work in progress. Yes. Other than being the Wicked Wicks of the West,
I like that.
In my other life, when I'm not under my superhero, I'm an insurance advisor. My name's Margaret, and I use social media a lot for my business to educate people and inform people, and I have a lot of fun with it. And
So, what's your
look forward to
favorite
learning.
medium? Is that Facebook or
Actually, Twitter.
really?
And what's your handle on Twitter?
It is BC_insurance gal. Say it like it
Insurance
is.
gal. Nice.
Mhm.
You have a hat with that? Not just kidding. You know,
No.
gal, cowboy. No, that's not. Man,
No.
I'm struggling here, man. Struggling.
You're dying, Bob.
Bob.
I'm dying. This
We
is a
want her
tough,
to come back.
tough room.
So what
I'm
you
gonna
were
say.
saying that you have a lot of approval process to go through before you put
In the
anything out
insurance
there.
industry, well, for my Wix website, that's in process, yeah. So, because everything I want to write or put on, and any videos I want to put on, need to go through compliance process to make sure I don't make any false promises. Which, of course, I wouldn't, but you still have to be careful. So it does delay things, but I am in the process of that. I'm going to be doing a very cool Wix website, very simple, as we have been learning, and I'm going to be doing some short Jing videos to tell some just short stories, because really nobody wants insurance, but you want what it does. So I'm going to tell stories about what it does.
Awesome.
Nice. Very nice. Excellent. And we have a new soon-to-be maven in the hood, as they say. Dude, what are you up to?
My name's Doug Hall.
All right, Doug. I've heard that name before. Social media specialist.
I'm certainly trying to be.
And, you got to love Doug because he's got a goatee. And if you're going to be cool, you got to have a goatee. Not that I'm biased.
I have a goatee half the time, so I'm cool half the time. And I don't know what the rest of the time.
Oh, man. Hey, Doug, what is your favorite tool?
Video.
Oh, really? You're really into video?
Really into video.
Hey, can you move up closer on your mic there? Just get, yeah. Work that mic, as they say. Work that mic. What type of video? Like intro, sales videos, that type of stuff?
Right across the gamut. Video email, video blogs, video conferencing. We have a 3D video wall, like kind of like a YouTube, only in 3D.
Nice.
Cool.
And we're coming out with a video newsletter in about 3 weeks.
That sounds very cool.
Yeah. So you do a lot of green screen and stuff like that?
They do it corporate.
Mm.
I'm out in the field, but at corporate they...
So you do like crops and things like that, wheat
Yep.
in the background.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay, makes
all
sense.
of that content that you're putting out in like video newsletters and for YouTube and all these other platforms, you could actually repurpose that as a video podcast too. Get it out there on iTunes and
You certainly could. And the thing about our video products are that they are self-creating. So you can sit at your computer in front of your Mac, create your own video using your eyesight camera, upload it into an email, and send it. And it shows up in an email just like a regular email. And when you open it, the video plays. No uploads of players or anything like that.
cool.
Excellent.
Keep
Excellent.
it simple.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the way it works, man.
We should
User friendly.
we should highlight that in a little bit later in another episode.
Yeah, exactly. I'm there. I'm there.
Cool.
I'm easy. And then we just jump over to the next rectangle. And who are you, young man?
I'm Ian. I'm here talking about the automotive industry, pretty much, and
Yeah.
social media in the automotive industry.
So you're a pretty high energy guy, but today you seem a little mellow.
Yeah, it's been a long week. Working
Long
at
week.
General Motors store. Always a little bit of a downer.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Well, I would have got a down. I mean, you're motivating these people.
They are
You're
the
making it
largest
exciting.
car company in the world, though. Just so you know, they beat out everyone again this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well done.
Toyota slid heavy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Honda?
Honda slid heavy as well.
I see so many Hondas.
Yeah.
Actually, I play this game with my kids called Punch.
Volkswagen is on an upswing.
Yeah, Punch Buggy. We play. When you see a VW logo, you get to hit somebody. So going to school with my daughter all year, it's like Punch Buggy, Dad, wham.
So is it the old ones or do you count the new ones too?
Any VW vehicle, and she can spot them like a half a block away.
Well, that's cheating. It's supposed to be the Bug.
Yeah,
Volkswagen Bug.
They're hard to spot now. They're getting so designed.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
They got
I-
a new one.
that-
It's more masculine, I'm told.
really?
More masculine.
It's got the big penis on the top. And yeah,
Aggressive.
yeah, I've seen that baby.
A little bit less.
I cover my daughter's eyes. You know, that is not a Punch Buggy, honey. Where does he come up with
Hey, at
this
least
sick stuff?
at least you'll say it. In some other podcasts, they won't even say that word,
What, the penile word?
and it's in the dictionary.
The phallus?
When they bring up,
There
the
also is a new Mini, two-door Mini. Now.
this is a
Nice segue.
For stumpy guys.
this is a tangent, so we all get to drink. But
Oh, yeah, excellent, thanks.
when everyone talks about choosing your domain name carefully, there was a pen company in New York. They happened to be in Manhattan, and they came up with this cool name called Penn Island. So they got the domain, and they got
Island.
they got the domain, and they put it up. Their whole business is on their pennisland.com, but it actually says something else when you look at it, right?
Well, what does it say?
Penis land.
Really?
And but these other
that domain's got to be worth a
there's a
fortune.
couple other
I know.
podcasters that talk about this. And
I'll buy that for
They
50
won't even
grand.
say the word. They're like, too.
Oh,
weird.
man. I mean, come on. It's all over the world. This phallic symbol is used for good
It's,
luck.
it's-
There's a temple in Thailand that you go and they'll, like on the Similan Islands, we went ashore and there was this little run-down spirit house, and it had to have, I would say, 150, 200 penis carvings. Some of them were 3 or 4 feet long. They were massive ones. Apparently, you carve it, you put it at this particular spirit house, and it brings you good luck, bounty from the sea. So there you go. And you had to point it out to the ocean. So when you approach this thing, it's like, ah! It was, yeah.
Okay.
I was in shock.
That's a heck of a greeting committee.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, honey. They seem awful
Was
friendly.
it lucky? That's the question.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky that night. Yeah, excellent. So, and now, with it, let's. For somebody that didn't want to speak on the show, we're really putting her on the hot spot. Would you like to speak? You don't have to.
My name's Laura Lee Walker.
And what's your specialty, Laura?
I'm a student, but I have a background as a marketing professional.
Cool. And like, okay, so student where UBC?
BCIT.
Oh, really? cool. I was just down there the other day terrorizing the students. Are you first year?
No, it's actually I'm in my last semester.
Right, so you're fourth year or something like that? Or?
I have my undergrad degree already, so I'm just working on a certificate right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was with a group. There's a group of students that get together and they organize exterior projects or I don't know, not exterior project, but projects with companies. And I came under with one of my clients called Buddha Board and sat down, chat with these guys, and they're going to do a bunch of projects for me. I'm really excited. I'm paying them with a letter of recommendation. That's what they get. Big time.
Cool, Bob.
Hey, I know. I don't know what they're going to produce. That's what I'm worried about.
What are you taking at PCIT?
Media techniques and marketing communications,
Media techniques. All right. So like what? Like how to hold a camera techniques or
like Adobe Creative Suite. Pre-press.
Do you ever use Audacity?
I've heard of it. I haven't used it before.
Yeah, it's not an
no.
Adobe product though, so maybe not. What's it? It's what's the Adobe version of Audacity?
Audition.
Audition.
You own it.
Oh,
You
yeah,
use
that's
it
right.
You use it every week.
I know it's so seamless. I forget that it's there. That's how good that program is. You know, I download the file from my digital recorder, and boom, it just does it all magically. Puts a look. Just kidding. There's a lot of work, isn't there? Filters,
Yeah, it's.
painting.
Bonnie was just talking before the show about her experience using audio editing software.
Really?
She said there was nobody in the
It
room.
was really bad. She said
Was it a
really
bad experience, Bonnie?
It was Audacity,
Oh, you were.
old version of Audacity.
No, you gotta,
Ouch.
that one's like almost like using Photoshop. You said that other one.
Yeah,
Adobe
it's pretty crazy. It's pretty deep,
Hello.
deepest, darkest. Oh my God. Okay,
Oh, we got
put the censor
the,
filters on. We got two dangerous women just came into the room. So actually,
Just in time.
we are outwoman. This is the first time the Bunker Show we've had more women in the show than men. So it's like a 4-2-5, 4-5.
And you missed all the talk about penises.
Yeah, we figured we'd slip that one in before you came. So jump in there, grab a headset, grab a mic, or not. Your call, your choice. So this week we're going to talk a lot about Social Media Week because that's what's happening now in Vancouver. I've spent 2 days. Oh, that sounds like somebody just joined us or left us.
Ken just joined.
Ken. Oh, Ken.
Mr. Ken.
Dude. All right, Ken, you want to introduce yourself? No.
I can't hear anybody.
Oh, no.
We're
Yeah.
here.
See? We didn't
There he
test
is.
our mixed minus.
Technical difficulties. Let's fix it.
Oh,
And we're
everybody's home.
back.
Everybody's
Oh,
home.
man, that was like a 30-minute technical interlude. What a nightmare. Advice to people that put on podcasts, don't try and do over-technical stuff and introduce new concepts.
Or at least figure it
Every
out first.
week.
At
Or
least
have
figure it out
two
first, man.
programs
Yeah,
running on
yes.
your Mac.
Yeah, well,
I would've-
exactly, which I
would
didn't
have
even
come on
want.
sooner, but Big Bang Theory was on, so.
Oh, well, yeah, and that girl, she's hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no. You just watch it for those nerdy guys because they're so
yeah,
quippy.
I just watch it for the nerds, yeah.
Yeah. Makes you feel at home.
I just read the
That's
articles.
why I watch it.
well, the lesson to take home today is always check your mix minus before you press record.
There you go.
Or don't have 5 pieces of software running in the background. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was very frustrating because we know how to do mix minus. We had it figured out, and we had another program that was supposedly supposed to broadcast to Facebook, which I didn't even know we could do. So we'll try and figure that one out for next week and actually discuss what we're going to do on the show before we do it. Anyways, we're up and we're talking about Social Media Week because we've totally forgotten what we were talking about before the break, so we're going to talk about Social Media Week a little bit more. I've gone around and done a couple of special report podcasts.
Yep.
And
You've probably heard them already.
exactly. And actually, I think we may be overdoing it. I was having like too many shows coming up. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so sorry if you got overwhelmed with special reports coming down the pipe really
Too much Bobby Blather.
frequently, but that's all right.
I did this cool one in a lunch. I've been okay. Let me tell you how to record it. I've just used my digital recorder and held it and put it relatively close to people, about a foot away, and it seemed to work pretty good. You get this nice ambient sound in the restaurant. So I was surprised how well it worked. It's very nice.
Which recorder was it?
I use a. Now you got me. What's that? Marantz or no?
Your high-end digital recorder is the
Yeah.
Marantz, but you have the other one for the two mics. Is that what you were using?
No, I use the Marantz for
Okay,
everything.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
sold the
Marantz.
other one. So yeah, Marantz. Apparently that one is used a lot by court reporters because it's good for ambient noise. So I guess I'm proving him right. Anyways, back to Social Media Week. It's Wednesday. By the time you're hearing this, Social Media Week has been gone, but it definitely is a huge phenomenon. What's interesting about it is Shane Gibson applied, and apparently it was quite an arduous task to get permission to have Social Media Week in Vancouver. And we were the newest member of the International Media Week movement. Some cities have it twice a year, which is pretty neat. And we had 32 different, I guess we can talk at past tense, 32 different seminars. UBC, was it UBC campus at Robson Square? We had it at Langara in their little basement where you get zero bandwidth. It's, and Ing, which is my favorite place because I went to it was the Gorilla, wasn't a Gorilla meetup, it was a Gorilla mashup, thank you. And they had a keg of beer. It was so awesome. That blew me away. It's the only bank I've ever been in with the bank manager drinking beer in the middle of the day.
They had a wine sponsor today.
Did they?
And another keg of beer.
Wow. That's amazing. We're not getting any sound from their mic. Is it turned off?
It's turned on.
Or you're about a foot and a half away from it, too.
Hello?
Yeah,
That's better.
Yeah, you got to get right up on that mic.
All right. I'm not shy.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't dropped any F-bombs yet.
I know, and we are impressed. Of course, she's only been talking for 2 or 3 seconds, so give her time, and don't mention Yellowknife, or we'll get cascaded.
Yellow
The whole story's on the blog.
Oh, you did it! Oh man, you're such a troublemaker.
Sorry.
Ken.
I
These
didn't mean to
hangout
bring it up.
dudes. And the other, I don't know if we mentioned it when we were recording, but definitely I think we're the only hangout that have more people in the same room doing the hangout. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We got 4 people hanging out out of 5 people, and 4 of them are in the same room.
But
That's how nerdy. I mean,
but 2 of the computers have 2 people.
Oh, that's true.
Sharing.
Yeah. So we actually have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 and a half people. We actually have a camera crew here. Do you want to jump in and tell us what you guys are about?
Well, we're here to find out. We're the camera crew. I'm talking,
Hey, James.
not me and my other personality.
Yeah.
We are here to find out what you, the bunker project, are about. So we're here in the bunker, the sweltering bunker.
Yeah.
It's warm in here.
It's nice, isn't it? Wait until the summer.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. It is summer. Yeah.
So yeah, we're here to find out what you guys are about and
Yeah, cool.
find how the other half live, the podcaster world lives. So we're interested in that. We're going to throw a mic on that camera soon, and I'm going to sneak behind you
Cool.
and ask you questions. And I'm not sure the etiquette. I'm actually, to be quite honest, I'm a little intimidated right now.
Really? Well, you're used to staring at a camera and talking and not having all these mics and cables and stuff. It looks really studio-esque here.
Yeah, it's very technical, and it looks like you've got a lot of wires. I feel like I have to defuse something.
Yeah,
Exactly. Oh,
members of the
man.
bomb
red wire.
squad.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any reports from Social Media Week? How many people have been to Social Media Week or been to an event at Social Media Week? Campus like
Yeah.
lots of people. So Bonnie, what was your favorite thing at Social Media Week?
Raoul.
Because
Because he's
Crazy?
not boring.
he's not, well, yeah, but yet he's bored with us.
He was indeed. I loved it. Yeah, he sat there and he went, touching the buttons, and then
Yeah.
someone would ask his question and he'd go and talk.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
he's back
You
to-
finished now. I'm doing something important. I'm tweeting out.
Yeah, I know. But he's so cheeky.
Yeah, he is. He is. He rebranded himself, so he's no longer Hummingbird 604.
No,
he's Raoul
something.
or other. I mean,
His real name.
which is probably, I don't know, Hummingbird 604 might actually work for him because his other name is so complex.
That's correct.
So maybe a bad
But if he'd
rebranding.
started with Raoul, we would know what it is instead of having it like 2 minutes ago.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's my story.
And you're sticking with it.
I
What
am
about
indeed.
what about Rain Coaster?
What about me?
What's your favorite Social Media Week story?
Well, other than the beer at the bank, I guess, let's see. My roadie is just playing with my mic here. Excuse me. We should get a room. I guess the most powerful thing for me so far was I was moderating the panel at the Social Good Summit today, and
the standout was Mosey, 19, Richard Lote,
Yep.
who just summed up everything about social media for social good in a sentence. I wish I could recall it off the top of my head, but my brain is not that good. He lives and breathes it. He delivers the mission. He changes lives. I mean, the panel was awesome. There are people who wake up in the morning and go out and change lives, and that's what they do for a living, and they've succeeded at it. There's no more powerful counter-argument to that whole, slacktivism, liking people on Facebook doesn't mean anything, than the proof that they've done. I mean, he's raised 65,000 pounds of food for the food bank.
Nice.
And he's going to be bigger next year. And it was all put together on social media with people he'd never met in person.
Using Facebook or what was he using?
Twitter mostly.
Really?
He was connecting with other hockey bloggers, because he's all about the hockey.
Yeah.
Connecting with other hockey bloggers across Canada and going out and playing hockey to raise food for the food bank. They invited me to play. I'm actually not a bad left wing, but I was up in Yellowknife, the frozen tundra land, when it happened here. But he was showing us stories about in Halifax they actually held the ferry so that the 5-hole team could get to the ferry on time and make all of the next stops on their Canadian tour.
Wow.
And while they were on the ferry, they held the ferry. Team got on, the ferry departed, and then they get paged. And he's like, oh, God, what have we done? Would the people playing hockey for the food bank please come to the captain's bridge? Uh-oh. So they get there, and the captain says, would you like to play hockey on the helipad?
Oh, cool.
And we'll get video, and they did. How awesome is that?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it was just a very powerful thing. There's a girl here who is working on social gaming for social good, which is amazing. Have you ever seen people?
Okay, well, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's hiding in the...
That's Laura Lee there.
She's been... She said she was a student.
Well, she's a student of changing the world.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll quiz her in a second about that. Anybody else have some report on Social Media Week?
Well, what I found really interesting about it was I've been to a lot of events around social media, but this is the first total event where the information was all very useful, freely given, and shared. It was just really educational.
Yeah, it had a real community feeling, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Ian, you were busy working the whole time, weren't you?
Unfortunately,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah, it's harsh, but c'est la vie. And anybody else want to jump in? James? No, you've been busy doing interviews.
James was at a very interesting conference today.
Really? Okay, James, let's
it
hear
was all
this.
about the wireless industry and beer.
Yes,
What a combination.
Really?
Why
And I
didn't I
wasn't
get
that
that
sure. I was like,
Jeez.
what's going on here? I'm talking to my press agent.
Sorry, I didn't know you were in town there.
All right, I'll let it go this time.
Yeah, next time just, hit me up on
Okay.
any social media site and we'll make sure you get an invite.
Exactly. Actually, James, you're looking quite dapper.
Yeah, well,
came straight
you
from the
can't
event?
go to those events without looking like you fit the part. So,
Yeah.
I had to leave the hoodie. Well, actually, no, I wore the hoodie, but, everything
Well,
else.
you got your traditional black shoes, you got the jeans,
Jeans.
but you've got kind of a quasi dress shirt there,
I got a dress shirt.
but no tie.
And my Twitter button
Oh, nice! I didn't even notice.
from
Cool.
the Calgary Stampede.
But
Special
you got to be
Twitter
international.
button. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep, but it was all about celebrating Wavefront, which is a local wireless incubator here in town. And it was their annual general meeting, and they combined it with a thing called justhereforthebeer.com, which is
I did get invited to that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was double booked. That's
There you go. Well, I thought that since it started earlier, I could come there, have a couple beers, then hit the bunker and have a couple beers. So
I met the Just Here for the Beer guys. At one of the, it was the Zoomers
We
show
should have them at the bunker,
downtown.
man. Because
No,
we're
but
just here for the beer.
I did. I got their cards, so now they can come talk to us because they were doing beer pairings too. And I was like, hey, these crazy guys that I'm going to go hang out with, they did a beer pairing
It's,
too.
it's interesting because they're school teachers and they do this. This is their side business. It's
Nice.
it's kind of cool.
Could we do a feed from our mixer into their camera?
We should be able to.
Yeah? Do you want to try that? Or do we have
Sure.
an extra auxiliary output?
Yep.
Okay, we're just going to pause for a second and try setting that up.
Okay, hang on one sec. All right, and we're back again, and we've got a camera crew here from Social Media Week,
That's right.
and they are here to find out what the bunker project's all about.
Yeah, so let's just a little technical background why we had to cut away. We are they wanted to do mic from the camera and do an interview. We figured, hey, look, we got a whole studio set up here. So what we've done with the camera guy is we've put a output from our mixing, a mix minus. Oh, he wants more volume? Really? Talking about technical stuff. The sound just went off. Hang on a sec. Okay. Tweak the input on your...
Okay, I'm going to pause again. Hang on one
okay,
second.
okay.
And we're back again, and we've got a camera crew here in the den, and they are from Social Media Week, and they want to find out what the Bunker Project is all about.
Yeah, now I'm just going to jump into a technical thing. We've got our mixing board here, so instead of them doing a mic thing, we've gone from an output from the mixing board right into the camera, so he can hear everybody speaking on the show. So we're just going to throw it over to you guys, and you can do the interview from here.
Well, thanks, guys, for having me here. I'm Jason Bax, and I'll be doing a lot of the interviews for Shane Gibson for Social Media Week. And thanks for having us in the bunker, and I'm impressed. I thought it was just a name, but it is a bunker.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And I feel safe.
Well, this
during the riots.
yeah.
And claustrophobic, may I add.
The story behind the name was that this place used to be called the Barclay Piano Bar, because they had a piano out front. And what happened was the regulars called it the Bunker. That was just... So they actually renamed the bar the Bunker, and that lasted about 2 years, and then they changed it to the Den. But to us, it's still the Bunker.
Yeah.
What?
It feels more like a bunker than a den.
So it's a small cadre of individuals are just really keeping the bunker alive. So what is the Bunker Project? I can tell just by, and now we can see it in full HD.
Color.
Full HD that
my
this
pores.
is pretty much, to me, it looks like a podcasting geek up. Okay.
Oh, I like that. A geek. Doesn't
no,
audio up.
No, I'm getting...
Definitely not.
Yeah,
I'd call it a technology mashup.
Oh, sounds very sexy.
I stole that from yesterday when I saw your Listen to Bob's special
a-
report.
It's a technology drinking game.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed there's beer.
Oh, yeah, a lot of it.
Usually black beer, but there's some exceptions.
They
So
do have a
correct
drinking
me.
game.
So correct me. There's beer involved, and somebody take it from here.
Well, basically, it's a social media experiment. That's what we decided. Let's start the Bunker. Andrew came to me over about a year ago and said, "Hey, I got this cool spot. We should check it out as a great place to do podcast." And we're both into podcasting big time. So we checked it out. Got permission to get in here. Came in here. Set it all up. We started just the two of us. Then we had our first guest, and it's just been building and building and building. Now we got a whole room full of people. We got a bigger mixer with 8 mic inputs. I mean, it's gone as big as we can manage,
And
really.
quite often we have more people in the back room here than
like
they have in the front bar.
14 is our record. And yeah, they love us here because it doubles the take for the night, because each person's drinking, 4 or 5 beers at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we also run
Are
out
you
of
buying,
mics
Bob?
sometimes.
No. It's a, what is it? A self-serve bar, including the wallet.
No, the bartenders are awesome.
Yeah. So what we did is so now we've got content, and how do we distribute it over the internet? So we've got a Facebook distribution, we've got a blog where you can distribute it, we've got iTunes.
So the URL is uncensoredsocialunderground.com.
Yeah, if you want to go check it out.
Twitter.
We got Twitter. We've got
Bunker Live, at Bunker Live.
Bunker Live. Yeah, we're always trying to add new stuff to it. We had technical difficulties.
Even on Google Plus.
Google Plus, we're one of the first people to do Google Plus as a podcast.
And that's
extra.
the voice of one of our mavens.
Yeah.
Speaking from home.
Yeah,
via Google Plus Hangout.
With his beer.
And I did notice that I saw it on somebody else's.
Ken, where's your
monitor
beer? I'll just show it to the cameraman.
That he as well is remotely drinking a beer.
Drinking beer.
Yeah, remote drinking.
Well, it just wouldn't be the same without it. Come on.
I know.
I'm at the bunker.
Yeah, and it's funny because Shane Gibson came on the podcast. He saw Bob's Hangout, and he showed up in there, and he had no idea he was joining the Bunker Project.
Yeah,
and he happened to be drinking a Guinness right at that time. What a coincidence!
Yeah. It's
What are
it's
the
magic.
odds?
Yeah,
what are the odds
of that?
Well,
Well,
definitely an odd show.
When Bob said, come by, check out the bunker, and there's beer. And I heard bunker, and I heard beer, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
And, we're going to be brief because it's my anniversary tonight.
Oh, man. Okay.
So you're already in
that's,
trouble.
That's why I don't have a beer. That's why I'm the odd man out here.
Ah, okay.
I
Well,
gotta
you
be-
can catch up next show.
You were like, "Honey, it's Social Media Week."
Yeah, come
Oh,
on. I'm
duty
working,
calls.
honey. I'm working.
I use some excuses. So, guys, this is one of the most highly technical rooms I've seen in a long time. It kind of reminds me a bit of like almost like a hacker convention where,
all the wires everywhere.
Well, that and, so talk to me about, I mean, is this the new radio? Is this, talk to me about how this is different than radio, aside from the fact that we're on the internet and things like
Well,
that.
it doesn't cost $1 million to set up, put it that way. That's the difference.
It's user-generated content, basically. It's based on RSS feeds. So we record and then release the audio onto a blog, which has a built-in RSS feed. So if you're using a blog site, then you've automatically got that. You don't have to code it; it's there, and you just post the episode, and it automatically finds its way into iTunes, Zune, BlackBerry. Wherever you want it, you can get it. Basically,
so it's posting on your blog. I'm assuming after the show you'll post it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Post it right up into iTunes. It's disseminating through all the different platforms.
Yeah, I mean that's what's so amazing about podcasts is the ability to distribute to as many people globally. You look like a standard AM station 5-10 years ago or 15 years ago. They could just broadcast the limit of their 50,000 watts would send the message, right? So anybody further than 100 or 200 kilometers away, they couldn't pick up that station. So we actually have a broader reach than most of the radio stations. So
there's
unless
a big difference right
they go to cable, right?
So now I hear one of the things I noticed, and I never listen to radio aside from the odd time I flick it on in the car. There's no DJs anymore. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah, well, exactly. If you go to one of the weird things in the state, everywhere, but you'll go to small rural areas that have an FM radio station, and it's a house, and you go into the house, and then they'll have a server sitting in the house, and that is the radio station. And what's happening is they're downloading to that server, and really all it's doing is processing the music, punching the DJs that have pre-recorded their messages, and then using the broadcast license for that for that geographical location, because that's the way it's set up for old school. Those guys have licenses to, in this particular geographic location, you can have a 50,000 watt tower broadcast out, and they can't reapply for it. So it's just easier for them to stick a big server in this house and keep the house running, but nobody's in it. It's just empty.
But what we're doing is
cyber
more
squatting.
What we're doing is more like talk radio, and of course, on talk radio, you have to have hosts of the shows and all this kind of stuff. So, although a lot of podcasts are like indie music podcasts where they play non-mainstream music and new artists and things like that, it's pretty. Some of them are really cool.
There's some really cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned this every now and again. If I'm in the car and I'll turn on my radio. What's happening now with podcasting is a large part of the demographic of people that are into listening to podcasts are highly educated professionals. And when they drive from their home to work, which in North America it's 47 minutes average commute time, they will listen to a podcast because, number one, it's either educational and highly entertaining, right?
I
Yeah,
see
but
the beers I noticed that you got another beer there.
Yeah,
not just educational, but super niche, right? You can get exactly what you're interested in. You're not going to find that on the radio, right?
Yeah.
If you want to, fly fishing in Nigeria podcast, you could probably find it.
Yeah, there are a lot out there.
Now, just give me a quick. Okay, and then.
Okay, he's directing the camera.
Yeah, I'm doing
As
multiple things. Yeah, so
that are
just
listening.
kick it up again.
Yeah.
So why don't we open it up to some of the people in the room here, quick? And I'd love to just hear sort of a bit of a roundtable. What are you guys most excited about in this area? Why are you in the sweltering bunker project right now? Why are you into podcasting? What are you most excited about? Let's start on the very far left here.
I want to talk about the changes in Facebook and everybody's reaction to it.
Okay.
That's for tonight.
That's the topic for tonight. Okay, I'll get out of your way soon.
I agree. I hate it.
But why?
Okay.
But why are you guys? Why did you show up, Bonnie?
Why are you here at the bunker project? What do you like about the bunker project?
it's not. I'm just asking. Like, what brought you to the bunker? What was your first initial reaction? Why?
My co-host over here. That was good.
Thank you. Yeah, my name's James Karg. Feel free. I'd love to be your co-host.
That's
the
excellent.
Twisted Magic Dude.
Twisted Magic. Yeah.
First time I was invited,
Yeah, you came.
and I just have way too much fun.
Well, and we also made you the Twitter maven.
Absolutely.
We do stroke
Actually, we
each other.
tried to get you to come quite a few times, and
I
then
know.
when you finally came, you never left.
I'm a little slow.
We were trying to get rid of her, but geez.
Ain't gonna happen. I'm having too much fun.
I mean, social media is fun. It's fun. You learn something every time you come, and it's part of our business these days. So I think you need to pay attention to it, and you got to embrace it and find cool ways to share things.
Also, we're pretty casual here. We don't get too overly serious about it.
Our big fan
You're
in
not overly geeky.
Yes.
our big fan in Down Under, Craig Griffiths. He said this is a podcast that doesn't take itself seriously.
Exactly. How could they?
Go ahead, Doug.
Well, this is actually my first visit here, so
And he's hooked.
This is quite an experience.
Hey, we rolled
Quite
it
an
out for you, man. It's all for you, dude. Weeks and weeks of planning in anticipation of you turning
I
up.
feel so special tonight.
And
Oh, okay, Rain Coaster.
That's right, Rain Coaster. So I don't. You know, when you've got great. One thing I've noticed is when you've got great headphones on, you realize how
good you sound.
Not that. I was going to say how important it is to really get that mic deep in your mouth.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, wait. This is taking a
You're
horrible
not the
turn.
first man who's told me that.
Oh, you never give a line like that to Rain Coaster. Holy cow.
Oh my goodness, I set her up. Rain Coaster, go ahead. What are you most excited about in this genre? I'm going to say. Can I say that? Genre?
Sure. Whatever.
Podcasting.
Well, I'm all over social media. I do various things there, but I'm here specifically because these guys do this better than I ever will. And so I'd rather use their platform than develop my own.
Wow. Jeez.
Okay,
I feel humbled.
So you're here. I mean, I'm looking at this setup here, and I can't imagine anybody doing it any better than this. So you're here specifically to learn from the mavens in the podcasting world.
No, I'm actually here to leverage their platform for fame.
Oh, you're
At a girl.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it's all
And you're
about.
deadly honest. She's a piggybacker. I got
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
I
she's
got it.
piggybacking the technical
Well,
prowess.
I was in charge of a digital launch for a friend who's got an online learning project. And she's like, well, we need to develop some fame around this. Oh, well, you got to talk to Bob and Andrew. So
Yeah, now just to parse this a little bit, she did the most amazing social media launch I've ever heard about. Come on, give them a breakdown on it. It was pretty awesome. She was almost on every platform for her launch.
yeah, we wanted to focus around video because she just turned out to be a natural for video.
Yeah.
She was very shy, and she's like, oh, I'm terrible on video. And I looked at her through a camera, and I'm like, no, you're not.
Nah, she was hot.
So we did it all. We didn't have anything like your soundboard. We couldn't get the software to do what we wanted, so we ended up using her MacBook and her iPhone, and we were Skyping people on her iPhone, and the sound from the phone was going into the computer, and that's how we got it on Ustream. And we did 10 videos that day. She interviewed her dogs about their monetary policy because she's a money coach, and
And her dogs are doing quite well now. They
Well,
buy their own food.
yeah, well, they both live hand to mouth.
Oh,
One of them is more of a consumer-oriented
Pot-a-mouth.
kind, and the other is more deliberate about her decisions, and she picks and chooses what she likes. So and that was inspired by David Letterman, who actually, his big break was his guest didn't show up, so he went and interviewed the vending machines. And I thought, well, what are our vending machines? Oh, look, the dog.
You know, that hurts because I did that first. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. What about the?
That's hilarious.
That's very interesting. What about the lovely lady next to you?
Miss Kathy Brown.
Kathy Brown, come
Kathy.
on. Kathy Brown in the house. All right, do your thing, Kathy. Now, I did a quick interview with her at the Peck and Pull the other day, and she was awesome. She was so...
didn't say who I was either.
I know, but that's what you get for not jumping all over your own personal branding. It's harsh. Now, I love Kathy because she has the most awesome hat collection. She always has wonderful hats on. Except for right now because you just
So
took up the
she's
hat to do
competing with
headphones.
the hat
Flew
maven.
off.
Oh, I know. You look fantastic.
We got two hat mavens.
So, Kathy, what...
The hat is only there to hide the hair.
I'd like to point out that the gentleman next to you, Kathy, just pulled out some tools.
Yeah, he's doing some maintenance on the mic. Thank you, Ian.
Wow.
Thank
Is that
you.
it? Oh, I thought you were going to say it was a pair of scissors and a hair straightener.
Oh.
Harsh.
So, Kathy, what are you most excited about in the genre of podcasting? The opportunities, the pleasures, the challenge.
The je ne sais quoi. And get right up on that mic, Kathy. Pretend you're reading the mic.
Yeah.
I actually am very afraid of podcasting. But one of the sessions on Monday was about overcoming fear of blogging and of everything else, I suppose. And I've been on a bit of a hiatus from communicating mostly anything for the last year or so, and gradually getting back into it. Actually, my method for communicating right now has been mainly through photography, which I really love. And I'm finding that I'm speaking through that more than I have been through anything else lately, and I really quite love it. On the other hand, there are other avenues that I need to explore, and this is one of them. And one of the fears that I think a lot of people have about podcasting is they absolutely hate the sound of their own voice.
Well, that's because they've never heard the sound of their own voice except through their head.
Yeah,
and
it's much deeper.
It sounds different when you actually hear what other people hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think everybody has that when they first start podcasting. They have a fear of
nasality. Let's face it.
Oh, there you go.
Bob and his nasal voice. That's an ongoing joke.
Hey,
is a Bob and his
Bob,
nasal
why
voice.
Don't speak through this microphone for a second.
Okay, yeah, we got to test it. So I don't know. I think I sound more nasally on this one.
I think you
Compared
sound
to
more
this
nasally
one.
too.
Yeah,
okay, well,
I agree.
I know.
We thought we had
so
the cure.
Everybody
but
pitch in. We're going to have
we still don't have the cure. So $1,200 on Uncensored Social Underground for the nasal surgery.
Yeah, that's what we're collecting funds for that. If you go to our blog and go to buy something,
it's actually there. It's set up for PayPal and everything. You can.
Yeah, and if you pay that money, I will go for the operation. We'll put it on a blog. On a podcast.
Bob will get you a beer when you're done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm getting a special fitting done so I can do, oh, never mind.
No.
Yeah.
And my operation is much less expensive. I just need a razor blade. And,
wait, a circumcision?
No, it's his eyebrows.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, it was just such a great one-liner. What can I say? Yeah, you do have a unibrow.
Yeah.
They're going to have laser surgery and have that stuff taken out?
No.
I think you have to have the bigger lasers for that.
Keeps the dust out of my eyes. It's actually there for a reason.
Okay, I'm not even. Yeah, exactly. No, he works with it. My wife complains about my eyebrows. Ian, what are you excited about?
What brought you here?
What brought me here? Well, I knew Andrew and I know Bob now, but I did this first. I guess one of the first ones, I think, or one of the first.
Yeah, you were one of the first. Yep.
And I just really like this format. I mean, I actually was on, believe it or not, I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago, there was an internet-based radio show in Vancouver I was on, but this just was much more interesting to me. I think people with social media, especially some of the people who teach it, take it way too seriously. And they're way too technical. And that's interesting, but to me it's about, sharing ideas with other people and seeing what can be done and trying stuff and pushing the boundaries. And, I saw a lot of people that had different points of view and weren't afraid to voice them, and I thought that was great. And I'm very technical anyway, but I like to also have a good venue for it, and I like the format of kind of a radio show type format anyway. And I've been in sales a long time, so I'm not really worried about talking on any media. So
that's for sure. If you know Ian, the more you know Ian, he's being very, very mellow today, actually. Knowing Ian.
But
that was well scripted.
I work in the auto industry, so
exactly.
Just talking to people, pretty much.
That's awesome. Now, and we have a new first time.
I think I promised I wouldn't talk, so am I allowed?
Yeah, you are. Ian's double
got her in
meister.
stereo now. Stereo.
Oh, it's such a ham.
Well, thanks for having me here. It's my first time here. It's my first podcast experience, and I'm interested in social media. There's two main reasons. One is that I think there's this huge potential for helping charities, for doing good, and I'm also here because to learn more about social media. I love the way that there's sort of this casual, human way people can communicate to each other. So it brings down a lot of barriers that traditional methods have had in the past. So
nice, and it's cost effective too.
It's cost effective, and I've been attending almost all of the events so far of the Social Media Week, and I've been really enjoying them. I've seen Kathy at all the events and coming out with her $5,000 camera, which has been really impressive. I just want to know, are those pictures going to be on Flickr?
They 2 days worth are already on there.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful.
I will upload day 3.
Great. And how can we see those shots, Kathy?
They're on my Flickr page.
Okay, so we like Kathy Brown at flickr.com? Or?
I think it's www.flickr.com
Can you,
Kathy Brown.
All right, okay, www.flickr.com, Kathy Brown. If not, we will
CATHYBROWNE.
Exactly. What we'll do is we will research that, and we're going to put that on the show notes. And that's another thing about podcasts. You can visit the blog, and we have a description of all the things we talk about on the show with show notes, which include links and piece of data, photographs of the people here in the show. So it's awesome.
And that's at Uncensored Social Entertainment.
And our last special guest, Elvis Aka.
Thank you very much.
Exactly. Well, he has these glasses.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh yeah, he's done Kermit the. He's coming cameo as Kermit.
Kermit, man.
Hey, you know
Speaking in the bunker.
That
That's one of our search terms that seems to get a lot of votes. Is Kermit drunk in the bunker?
It is actually.
I'm not kidding either. If you actually go look at the stats, you'll realize a lot of people are looking for Kermit the Frog drunk. So
Your mother must be so proud of you.
my mom doesn't listen to the show. She stopped after episode 22.
Yeah, except it's
So-
because I made some.
And that wasn't the Kermit episode.
Yeah, no, that was
She must love you if she listened to 22.
Well,
She found out you smoked on
started
the
on
show.
episode 13, I think, and I kind of met Bob at a meetup, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to do this crazy show about social media and people getting together and just sharing their opinions." And I thought that was an interesting platform in order to kind of form my own voice and reading like the 4-hour work week with the expert quotient, kind of like what Rain Coaster is using for her fame part of it. I also thought that was a good idea as well, to use the platform to kind of solidify myself as a expert in the field.
Well, there's some downsides there because I remember when you came originally, you just have Coca-Colas and now
Yeah, I
you're
used to drink Coca-Cola, and then I started drinking
black beer.
And the Elvis personality, really
Just
started
came
coming
out.
back,
Yep, exactly. Viva Las Vegas.
But
Viva La Bunker.
the thing I really like about social media is it brings people a lot closer. I think that it's something that can extend to each person. And it doesn't matter if you're Ashton Kutcher or, Bonnie or, Ian. I can talk to each one of these people just like I would somebody normally. And as long as I'm cool about it, everybody is pretty cool with you. But
Are you saying we're normal?
pardon?
I wouldn't say. I was trying to
I
say
don't
that
know
we're
Ashton.
cool.
No, I don't know Ashton at all. But
I
I'm
think
sure
we're
that if
equally
he's
weird.
using social media
We're
properly,
equally weird,
he would
exactly.
actually talk back to the people that are actually saying good things with him. And I think that's the thing, is engaging in a conversation with people you wouldn't normally get to talk with.
Okay, now we're going to have one more guest. We have our virtual guest. This is one of the coolest things about the show is we use Hangout and
Google Plus.
thank you, Google Plus Hangouts, and we invite anybody we want. What the weird thing is all our guests except for one are people in the same room, which is I think is probably the weirdest thing on Google
Usually
Hangouts.
we have people from other places.
Well, usually if you go to a Google Plus Hangout, it's a bunch of people from all over the place, none of them in the same room. So I think we're the few places in the world where we have a Bunker podcast with a Hangout and lots of people in the same room are on the Hangout.
Well,
It's very weird.
let's just say we have reality redundency.
Nice.
There you go.
Exactly.
I need that in my life.
Ken,
I don't like it the first time around. I don't need a replay.
Ken, what have you had a chance to do anything at Social Media a week, or have you been busy?
No, not a thing. Too busy. But,
Yeah. No, but you're
It's a
doing
good
something.
problem to
You're
have.
doing a big
Thing
project at UBC or something like that.
No,
Or you're not allowed to
for
talk about-
podcasting. For podcasting, I'm kind of an old hand
Cut
at
out.
this.
Sorry.
What? 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello.
Oh, you can't hear. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, I can't hear the Google. Oh,
You can't. Okay, we're our Mix Minus is enabling to do it. But anyway, you get the idea. Watching the camera, we can all hear him through our headsets.
Ken,
but,
it's not that we
he's
don't
giving us
love
the
you.
thumbs up. Yeah,
It's not that we don't love you.
But you didn't go to Social Week, so you cut
come
right out.
on.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, you're eliminated.
You
You
were
had to
in
be
the
here
same
live,
room.
We're
man.
an elite
Live.
crowd.
You're
an elite
eliminated.
crowd. Sorry.
I'll have one more question.
Hey, wait
for-
a minute. He is sort of in Social Media Week because we're here,
Yes.
so that counts.
True.
Yeah, we bought him in remotely.
It
We
does.
bought him in
Yeah.
remotely.
Yeah.
Okay, you got one more question?
One
Dave?
more question, and then
Yeah.
I'll get out of your hair. So the lady on my left here can talk about what she loves, and I believe there's going to be a fight, the love and hate relationship with the new Facebook
Excellent.
changes. Yeah, my question is this. The average person that wants to do podcasting, talk to them, they don't need all this gear. Is that right?
No, they don't.
Let's talk about the minimum that a person needs to get into podcasting, to jump into that. Let's talk about
Okay,
that.
so for that, you can go back a couple episodes. We did
We have someone joined.
we did a.
Oh, hang on a second. We just somebody. Sorry, we have a momentous occasion. Matt,
How you
dude,
doing, Matt?
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Excellent. How's our volume? Is it good volume? You need more volume?
Okay, so we'll just put you on hold for a second there, Matt.
So, Matt, we're just doing a video interview here. Go ahead.
So basically, with podcasting, all you need is a microphone. Just basically a microphone, just like the one I'm wearing now, with a boom mic. Sorry, a headset with a boom mic, and that's it. And if it's a USB microphone, that's good. You need a computer. So assuming you already have your computer, then you're looking at like $50 for a good mic, and that's all you really need. The rest can be done with software. But as you develop and want to do more, if you want to do something like what we're doing here with the mix minus and bringing in audio from an outside source, then you need to have a mix. You need to have a mixer.
And so this could be arguably one of the easiest, more accessible mediums to get into.
Absolutely, to put it in perspective, like a mixer with a couple of microphones, a basic mixer, a couple mics, a pop filter, and a mic stand, you can get for like $75.
Yeah, it's an easy.
Just talking about podcasts.
And so you're in business, and then you particularly appeal to the people who are,
drink a lot of beer.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like sweaty small spaces.
Yeah,
maybe people.
Our keywords would be black beer.
Black beer, likes
beer,
podcasting,
drunk
podcasting, technology,
drinking too much,
social media.
Right.
Bonds.
Elvis is back.
Yeah.
Elvis is back. My neighbor Doug's
audio
back.
gear.
All right, I think we're digressing, so we all have to drink a beer.
The thing, though, that the people that we really, I think, actually like the Bunker Project are people that are enjoying social media, trying to experiment with it, and just having fun. I mean, we talk about new stuff every week, or at least try to, and you've got Bob and Andrew that add some hilarity to it. We also have a drinking game. I mean, how much better can you get?
Oh yeah, and the drinking game, we better explain that. The drinking game is all about
digressing. So if we're on a topic and we start talking about something else, you got to take a drink.
Yeah,
so
we drink a lot here
if you
because
want
we
to
digress
drink
a lot.
while you're, by yourself listening to our podcast.
And there was one episode in particular that was just all digressions.
Wasn't that the first one I was here?
And that was crazy.
I fell over, man.
It was good.
Over.
It was good, but we've kind of taken the medium and
all right,
tried
okay,
to
I wanna-
try new things.
You guys are a fun group of people. This has been great. I love the beer.
All right, well, thanks for coming. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks for letting me interrupt.
And I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it for
we
this
gotta,
week.
we got to talk to Matt, man.
Hey, Matt.
Well, he can come on the second show.
Hey, Matt, where are you calling in from, dude?
I'm in Durham,
Durham, North
North Carolina.
Carolina.
Cool.
So how's his volumes, dude? Do you need a
Go
higher
Tar
volume than
Heels.
that? So, Matt, just to let you know, what we're doing is we've got a room full of people with mics. We're doing a mix minus through my computer.
And we
So
also got some other people remotely, including yourself.
Yeah. So, how's that?
And recording an interview at the same time.
I know it's friggin' nuts here, man. Now, do you have a beer there, Matt?
I don't.
You what?
No beer.
I hear they banned that. North Carolina black beer is being banned. Flash. Let me just get on Google and get
Sorry,
that one.
I came ill prepared. I like joining new people in Hangouts. And
Cool.
You guys had one up, so.
All right, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. We're in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, cool.
We do this every second Wednesday. We record 2 shows and take the audio, make that into a podcast. Uncensored Social Underground will give you an idea of the craziness that goes on here. We like drinking black beer because it's really amazingly delicious. It's from a local brewery. And that's Ian.
Black beer, as in black is the color or black is the brand?
Black is in dark. Check it out. You got me blowing up there. You can see that, baby.
yeah.
That's a dark beer. But it's called a Okanagan Springs Brewmaster Black. Yeah, you can pretend that's a black beer, dude. It's like
It's
cherry
grape
coke.
juice.
Grape juice. Well, so
It's grape crystal light, actually.
wow. There you go. There you go.
Target brand.
It's a fruity little wine.
All right, so if you want to hang out for a little bit, Matt, we can bring you into the next show. We're going to close off for now.
Yeah, we just done about 50 minutes of recording.
Yeah, and before we do, I just want to thank our sponsor, Wix.
Oh, Wix, awesome. Matt, you ever tried out Wix.com? Go check it out. It's a free web platform thingy.
It's a platform where you can develop a
free
Flash-based
website
website.
builder.
And it's a
Spell it.
WIX.com.
WIX.
Y.
WI, as in W, woman, I,
It makes your
interesting,
user
X,
site bigger.
X-ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did that spell? Bob's gonna warp mine.
So
That's
it's like what you see is what you get. Drag and drop platform to create a website.
Cool.
one of the, actually
I'll
the,
check-
the
I'll
other
check
cool.
that out, but my baby's actually crying. I'm gonna have to jump out.
Oh wow. Okay. How what's the name of the baby and how old?
How old is she?
Max, he's 5.5 weeks.
Oh, congratulations. Andrew has a young baby. How old is your baby?
Yeah, 4 months.
4 months.
So I feel your pain right now.
Yeah, well,
Feel your
dude,
pain.
join us every Wednesday. Go to Uncensored Social Underground, and you can meet up with us with meetup.com and just look up The Bunker Project.
And stick around for the next show.
All right, ciao, dude.
Take it easy.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, so.
Okay, awesome. That's us. Oh, we got to do the extra.
Oh, wait. You unplugged me.
Oh, yeah, there it is. And it looks like we're out of time on the show there, aren't you? Let's time to wrap it up. I'm just going to grab... what's it there? Our mixing music. So with the sound of that music, we want to thank Wix.com as our sponsor.
Wix.com is a great platform to create your own website. And I've got mine at andrewmcgivern.com. It's still in development, so if you go there right now, you're going to see phase 1. You're going to see andrewmcgivern.com in beta.
Hey, what I do is I go to Wix.com and make a quickie website, and then you can see how you can convert that to a mobile version of a website. It's really awesome.
In minutes.
And yeah,
minutes.
And the other, well, once you get your content together. And then the other thing you can do, which really blows my mind, you can set up a Facebook landing page for liking and stuff like that. So awesome.
Yep. And we will be back again talking about the new changes to Facebook next week. And
fisticuffs.
Much more. All right. We'll see you again next week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, gang. Okay, cool.
Andrew.